and may the RaHman of Allah and blessings be upon you. We're continuing with the series on zikr, and this particular aspect, I'm going to be addressing each one of the 99 names of Allah, Ismullahi, the names of Allah and their realities, and I've decided to do each one individually. That way, it will be a benefit. They won't be very long videos, but I will go through each individual name per video, as well as give its exact number that you use when you're doing zikrullah. You're invoking the actual name. And starting this first video off with RaHman. And the English translation is the most merciful. There's many different English translations of the names. However, the English is not very adequate. But we can say that Ar-Rahman encompasses mercy. I'm going to begin with a reading from Ahmed Hulusi, and this comes from the Sufi interpretation of the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Ahmed Hulusi states, Ar-Rahman signifies the materialization of the essence of every iota with Allah's names in His knowledge. In modern terms, it designates the quantum potential. It is the potential of the source of the entire creation. It is the name of the dimension of names. All things obtain their existence at the level of knowledge and will with the attributes denoted by this name. As signified in the verses, Ar-Rahman al-Arsh istawa. The Rahman settled on the throne. And Ar-Rahman علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه بيان. The Rahman created man. The Rahman taught the Quran, created man, and taught him eloquence. This is in the Quran, Surah 55, 1 through 4. Ar-Rahman is the reality that manifests in consciousness. The mercy is, in fact, the act of manifesting into existence. The narration of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that Allah created Adam in the image of Rahman means the knowledge aspect of man reflects the qualities of Rahman, i.e., the quality of the names. The essence or zat of man is also related to the names of Rahman. As such, the polytheists cannot or are not able to comprehend the notion of prostrating to Rahman, as stated in the Quran 25 and 60. And Shaitan, the mind or the illusion self, rebels against Rahman, as stated in the Quran 19 and 44. These verses indicate the manifestation of the essence of man. This is the end of his quote. Ar-Rahman, it comes from 3 letters. Its Arabic root, Ra, Ha, and Meen. In classical Arabic, it has connotations to tenderness, gentleness, to kindness, to love, to have mercy, to have pity, to show favor and goodness. Also, to have all that's required for beneficence. When you do the zikr on Rahman, the name, you are basically, all 99 names of Allah are seeds that exist within us, within our subconscious mind, and which is within our essence, so to speak. So when you do the zikr, the more you do it and consistently you do it, it's just as if you are watering a seed. You see, it will grow in time as you continue to nurture it. So Invoking RaHman, you will invoke within yourself kindness. You will invoke within yourself goodness. You will invoke within yourself um, the ability to show favor. These are the things that will rise out of your essence into behavioral characteristics. Also, invoking the name Ar-Rahman, you attract all of these things to yourself as well. With doing the constant zik and meditating on Rahman, meditating on Allah's favor. Very, very, very important to do. Also, actions of giving charity to people who actually need it. Um, Simplest things such as feeding the birds. You see, small acts of kindness that you do invoke this tenderness within yourself. The actions are one of the most important things. Whoever does an Adam's way to good will see it. Whoever does an Adam's way to evil will see it. So doing the zik of on Rahman, as well as doing acts of kindness, acts of goodness, showing favor upon people, visiting people who are sick. These type of things invoke and raise this quality within you. So very much emphasis on the behaviors of showing kindness. Even on social media, if you're sharing something that will help people universally, not any people in particular, but humanity. It can be something about health. It can be just sharing beautiful scenes, things of this nature, showing things that have to do with kindness. Just that sharing alone may make someone's day, or may be a tip that causes someone to eat better, to think better. All of these different things are acts of kindness, and this is very important that I want to impart on you when you're invoking certain names. You want to also enact the behavior is very, very, very important. Especially visiting someone who's, if you know someone who's sick and going to visit them. These different things, helping someone who needs something to eat. These are very, very important things when you are on a journey and invoking Ar-Rahman. The name Ar-Rahman is mentioned in the Quran 57 times throughout 16 different chapters. And in Sahih Muslim, the Hadith 2753 states, verily Allah has 100 portions of mercy. From one portion, the creation has been given mercy, by virtue of which there is mutual love between the people, and 99 portions are reserved for the day of resurrection. So this is a very weighty hadith. Everything in existence, regardless of what it is, comes from the quantum potential, which we know as Ar-Rahman. Our very existence. I have a cousin, he used to say to me, the man with no shoes felt sorry for himself until he met the man with no feet. So a lot of times people, we get caught up in what we don't have, or we're not satisfied with what we have. However, when you look throughout the land and you see different people who are less fortunate with you, then Rahman, the reality becomes very evident to you. Even the fact that you even came into existence. Some people are born with autoimmune diseases. Some people are born disfigured. Some babies go full term and it's a stillbirth. So considering your situation and being grateful is very, very important. And gratitude is wanting what you have. You see, being grateful what you have, not for the things that you want. So all of these different things are certain aspects to contemplate on when you're doing the Zik Rahman. The proper way to invoke the names of Allah is before you say the name, you say Ya, which in Arabic is the letter Ya and a long aleph. Ya is to call that name. This is calling it, this is invoking it. So to invoke the name Rahman, you would invoke it in the manner Ya Rahman or Ya Rahmanu. In this, you're calling that name. And the proper number to invoke Ar-Rahman, as I've said in previous videos, if you go in the Zik series from the beginning, I reiterate many times that every name of Allah has a proper number, as well as any Zik, there's a proper number to invoke it at. And when you invoke it at that specific number, you invoke its specific essence. Just as if you're cooking, you measure all the ingredients specifically and it comes out right and exact. If you're using the stove, you put things on a specific temperature and it comes out right and exact. Too low is undercooked, too much is overcooked. So, and even in the periodic table of elements, H2O, it has a specific number associated with it. And such as the names of Allah and other Zik, Arabic is mathematics, and it's mathematically exact. So it's very important to use the proper number when you're invoking things. Just as if you call someone on the phone, you dial their specific number and you get them. So the number of Rahman is 330. So when you do the Zik, you want to first, before anything, make your intention to invoke the name and make wudu, ablution. If you don't know how to make wudu, very simple. Many videos on wudu. But basically, after you make the intention, and Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, beginning with the name of Allah, the Rahman, the Rahim, you wash your hand, your right hand, your left hand. Take water in your mouth 3 times. Take water into your nose and blow it out 3 times. You clean the face. You clean the head, the ears, the forearms up to the elbow, and the feet. This is putting you in a state of purification, a ritualistic state of purification. This is very important. And then you begin the invocation. So if you have a tasbih, which in another video I stated the way you can do it on your hands as well, and you're going to invoke Ar-Rahmanu 330 times. Just as an example, you would call Ya Rahman. So just for example, for 33 times, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman hu, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahman. Such is the Zik, or the method. And when you finish, open your hands. You make a invocation on something that's personal, specific. Say I mean, blow into your hands and pass over your body. A very important method in doing this Zik is to be consistent when you're invoking any type of Zik you're doing. However, with the name of Allah, doing the actions above that I've referred, as well as in this specific number 330 times, and If you want to invoke mercy and meditate on mercy and graciousness, invoke the RaHman. The same thing you're meditating on and you're seeking is seeking you. And it's good to do it consistently for 40 days, in the morning and in the night. Surah 19 and 96 says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As for those who believe and do good, the most compassionate, or Ar-Rahman, will certainly bless them with genuine love. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق وهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. سيدنا محمد رسول الله عليه السلام الله إن ملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلم تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين. Questions, send to the email secretofallah@gmail.com. Peace.